Вітаю тебе з поверненням. Це знову Hogwarts Legacy. Ми продовжуємо його проходження. Це сортувальний капелюх, і він задав нам питання. Хоча мав би сам зрозуміти, які ми. Ай. Не можу дочекатися стартувати Explorer. Нащо мені той клас?
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed.
А ну що, клас?
Much can be
Клас
gleaned
класом.
by having an adventurous spirit. But your professors have a great deal to teach you as well.
Хей.
I wonder. I detect something in you. A certain sense of. What is it?
Ambitions, та? Амбіційний вуйко прийшов взагалі.
Is it ambition? I may seem single-minded, but it is
Я б
important to go
переплутав
after
це
what you want from life.
розробників.
Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
Ой боже, ну добре. Що поробиш? А можна можна обрати, а можна обрати іншу оцю, та? Ну хай буде Слізерін, якщо капелюх сказав. Він по лисині відразу відчув, що ха-ха-ха, будеш ти слізеринцем. Хоча не сильно хочеться, давай перебирайся. О, а окей, добре, файно. Рейвенклав, Хафлпаф, Гріфіндор і Слізерін. Дивись. Але капелюх обрав. Тут таке життя. Ну хай буде, добре. Погодимося з капелюхом. Хай буде, погодимось. Погодимося з капелюхом. Будемо відігравати слізеринці.
You belong in Slytherin.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Відмінили. Взагалі пофігу, але окей.
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether. But don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Там капець, там зміюка, дупа. Там цей повзає десь, як його. Із Джрезера його.
For a student to begin as a fifth year.
Ну, якщо
It may
він
be a bit of a
не
challenge,
чистої крові чаклун.
one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room.
Не люблю змій насправді, але добре.
Correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Ну, зміюка виповзла.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Їх там він засне, тут зміюка десь повзає здоровенно. Ні, заснув, ти бачиш. Не канон. Ну, не так вже й погано.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Ти проспав. Зелений, коротше, слуга народу. Слизеринський. Що тут у тебе є? Ф. Ага, нормас, давай валити хату. Захавати яблучко. Нормас. Йоц. Це капець. Насправді я не дуже хотів, але добре. Це все чисто заради Авада Кедаври, так. Слухай, в них тут так моторошно. Це чужі кімнати, сюди не файно заходити. Опа, ти вмієш? Ні, не вмієте. Прикола з мене тягне, що я не вмію. Оу! Зміюки в них тут, ну коротше, капець. А це їхній слизеринський Салазар. Опа. Хі-хі, пограбуємо. Ага, левел. Який? 111-й? Оп, 111-й левел.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
А, який в мене левел? Де дивитися левел персонажа? А ось напевно. А ні, це про його.
Must be different. Starting Hogwarts.
Захаваємо.
in the fifth year.
Насхаваємо.
They're lucky
Хаваємо.
they didn't end up as dragon food, like that poor man. Did you see the way they
Well, I suppose.
ceremony last night?
No.
Я думав, це баги.
Imagine starting a new school.
Це не баги, це фічі. Здоров.
Well, I suppose.
О!
No.
Це ти мені Авада Кедавру розказуєш, так, Себастьян? Я гуглив уже. Ну, ще до того, як гра
Can I help
зарелізилась. Здоров.
Ah, you're the new fifth year.
Ага.
I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Але фіг я дістану ту Авада
Not
Кедавру на
everyone has a
маленькому рівні.
ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Окей.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Окей, а що ти там читав?
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
А що ти маєш на увазі?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Та, закинув вудочку на Авада Кедавру. Хтось грає, це русаленька, це русаленька.
If you do that, you'll lose. Trust me.
Я вже програв. Здоров! Що, в шахи граєте?
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
No.
Checkmate. Told you. They should have listened to me.
Ага.
Ah, I know who you are. you're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Ну, коротше, я так хотів.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Окей, ти літала багато?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Ага, я тебе зрозумів.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me.
З ким він там грає в шахи, якщо ти зі мною трендиш?
The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Бувай.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Все, можна здрисувати. Приколюх. Оживив кістки. Кого ще тут можна оживити? У них тут моторошно. Шпець. Здоров.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Та ні.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your
Який
first
там
days,
терафайн,
though
ну,
I doubt
якщо я в Слизеріні. Добре з тобою потрендіти.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Окей, тобі нормально тут, ні?
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar
О,
Slytherin,
поча,
one of the
нежданчик.
4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Так тут десь зміюка повзає. Якась
Thank you,
захаває
Ominous.
когось.
Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting.
Було б дуже прикольно, якби я там створював якогось персонажа і створив персонажа, типу, був би вибір створити чистокровного мага чи напівкровного. І якби я створив напівкровного, прийшов би сюди і мене захавав би цей змій. Бо він був створений для цього спеціально. Це був би прикіл. Це водичка? Ні, немає тут води. Це вода? Ну, я тобі кажу, вода. Мій звідтіля вилазить. 100% інфа. Оце у них сходи. Капець. А як він швидко бігає?
Good
Здоров.
morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams.
Hey.
They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Га, зручно.
Here you are.
Хе. Хто збирати це все буде? Ага, воно автоматом зібралось.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Хе.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Погнали. Так, можна я вас обкраду? Чи там теж левел не підходить? Ну ясно, що левел не підходить.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Опа. Ubisoft Hello. Ось зміюка. Хі-хі-хі. Давай уповзай.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Капець, це геніальні двері.
Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Окей. Окей. Escape, Open Guide. Левел 1. Мені 111 треба там. Ну я не можу інше обрати, бо інакше. Це прокачка, слухай, красиво як. Там аватар. Лиса довбешка, окей. А я щось вкачав, ні, нічого не зрозумів. Щось поклацав, щось поклікав. Кажуть, прокачався, іди далі.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
А, то щось у вас тут темно. Зміюк. Як же воно прикольно зроблено. А дивно, що Візлі мене навчає в Слизеріні.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Мапа. О, красива мапа. Ніфіга не практична, але красива. Це... Швидкий телепорт. Що? Окей. Ти мене не перемістиш, напевно, бо я тут не був ще. Чи перемістить? Перемістить! Ха! Прикіл. Зручно, зручно.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
У вас тут кругом дракони і зміюки намальовані.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Дякую. Так. Темні мистецтва.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Ну,
Defense
захист від
against the
темних.
dark arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of defense against the dark arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
І останні.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful.
So
I think you will
possible.
enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
Окей, треба сходити на захист темних мистецтв і до професора цього. Чарма.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Ну це факт.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now.
О, здав
Speak of the
чувачка.
devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Ясно. Зрозуміло. Потрендіть з тобою. Я тебе спалив, сорі.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Ну, я я не дуже багато сказав, напевно.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, And so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
А бери. Що ти там? Помітив мені якісь квести, та? О, ну мені сюди.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Так. Ті до мене чіпляються, щоб я спочатку сходив, поповнив якісь саплаї. Акс. Але я хочу спочатку сюди запертись. Пам-пам-пам-пам. Має бути десь тут швидке переміщення, щоб я не бігав. Або можна пробігтись по Хогвартсу, тут недалеко. Ой, вей, як тут гарно, слухай. Просто капець. Що це таке? Я сюди не зайду. Чи зайду? Open. Ага. Що за жабка? Добре, колись зайдемо сюди, але не сьогодні. А як я пройду? Ага, ось так. На дворі темнувато. Повільно ти ходиш взагалі, ні? Так, ходить, бігає. Ходить. Воу-воу-воу. Тут є фотомод? Напевно, немає. Якщо в мене не геймпад. Та на геймпаді розрахували, капець. Фотомоду, якщо нема, то це зрада якась, слухай. Реально нема, та? Фотомоду нема. Квести. Зрозуміло, що нічого не зрозуміло. О! Можна навдягатись. А що міняється? Ага, ні, я в квадратних буду ходити. Капелюх, кажуть, одягни. О, нормас. Парик. О! Походжу в якусь його шарфика нафігачу. Красень, чолов'яга. Чого в мене немає? Все, випусти мене. Ну, глянь, який красень. Зараз зайдемо сюди, стривай, я ще щось хочу поклацати. Пам-пам-пам-пам-пам. Я тут більш нічого поки немає. Ніц немає. Погнали. Парувати будуть вчить мене. Як відбивати атаки.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Ага, поїхали. Все, я опанував механіку. Це на двійку, та в мене тепер піде. Оу. Що так з першого разу проканало?
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us
Так.
begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember? Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two.
Дуель.
Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Protego!
This should be easy.
Stupid Protego!
Levioso complicates things.
Good form. I know.
Ей!
This can't be your
А
first.
нема ще лівіоси. Опа.
Let's just say
Хе-хе-хе.
What are you doing?
Levioso.
I do enjoy life duel.
Це було прикольно.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Але будавить.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd
Руки в
advise you to
боки.
keep practicing whenever you can.
Парубок.
Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
А все, захвалили.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
Здорово. Не ображайся.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Хей, треба йому щось це його. It was. Да.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
О, цікаво.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
А я забіжу
Till
на
next
дуель
time.
коли-небудь. А, тут левели, коротше, вже другий маю. Десь на 20-й серії буду мати 20-й левел. Тєк. Куди ми там можемо ще піти сходити? Давай ще на цей, та? На цей урок зганяємо. Це в мене чисто по урокам завдання. Поки що квестів немає інших. Ні, чого є? О, рукавички ще можна вдягнути. Тема. Прикольно. І не на... Те що? Outfit. Ага. Я зняв його. Поки що все зачинено. Зрозуміло. Ага, квести. Квести на Джей мають бути стандартна штука. Ні, в мене не підходить по левелу ще. Погнали, скільки там? Це десь високо. Я можу спробувати. Ну, розігнався. Оце ж. Це швидке переміщення.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
О, кіт. Можна попестити котів. Це 10 з 10 гра року. Ау. Агресивно м'явкають коти, але коти промальовані. Ну, нормально. А це якась із вчительок у кота перетворена, так. Треба її файно погладити і хороші оцінки забезпечити. Опа. Сербер. Легенькі тут. Можна просто тут дуже красивий Hogwarts, можна просто лазити тут туди-сюди роздивлятись.
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Я зрозумів.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Чисто по урокам бігати.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Ацаї.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student.
О, який
Have
красень.
you met Professor Ronan yet?
О, бляха, сама харизма вийшла.
Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Це перший урок.
Even
Come on,
remember how to
Wilco.
perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Опа. Поїхали, що? Пів. Що це мені дає? Опа. А, забирати книжки.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Що, все? І весь урок? Ні, кага, підемо зараз на двір. Подихаємо свіжим повітрям. Або він просто так прогнав з уроку, я не знаю. Ну, типу, він каже, всім нам треба піти подихати повітрям, зробити екскурсію на двір. А, реально. Ще урок перемістився на вулицю.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree.
Мітлу зараз видадуть.
What better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Фіга витворяє.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Ні, мітлу не видадуть. Зараз заставить акцію. Акціо знижка.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and
Accio.
push your charm at the excellent. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you.
Стояти.
Very good. Don't lose your composure.
Досить.
That's it.
Ну майже.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's
Та
certainly
досить,
no
я
sport in
гавняно
playing without
справився.
some
Що ти
friendly
мене...
competition.
Я впорався
Miss
просто
Onai, would
лайняно.
you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red.
Петру.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Misha.
Фіга вміє. Щось типу боулінгу, та? Поїхали. Поньк. О, навчився.
Excellent control there.
Watch this.
Зараз теж 50 виб'є.
There we go.
Перекат. Не падай, не падай, не падай, не падай.
Well done. Let us see this.
Там більше кульок. А, є ще одна.
That is how it's done.
Так, поїхали. Досить. Нічию зробимо так чисто. Перемогла дружба. Ну, мах. І без чарівної палички.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Що він там ще начаклував? Є коробки.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
Юх. І зараз будуть іти. Погнали. 30-30, диви. Якщо вона зараз 50 виб'є, я буду здивований. А, все. А, ти диви. Вибиваємо по 30. Добре, я тебе зрозумів. Так розумію, нема нічого страшного, що зачепити цю. 50 давай. Не падай.
Quite impressive.
Імпресів.
Let us see this.
Це остання куля. Ні, там ще одна є. Товкатись не можна.
That is how it's done.
Я вже переміг. Остання куля. Іди сюди. Тормози. Ну, 50 зарахуйте. Ну. Перемога.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Well done. Хе-хе.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there.
Ага.
I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Окей. Окей. Я навіть не знаю, що сказати. I'm holding my own, давай скажем.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Окей, давай гуляй.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Бувай, давай.
Of course, you can use
A word, if you would.
if you're so inclined.
Ну, я ж
You
підстрибнув, так,
wanted to
так
speak with me,
цікавлюсь.
Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Що ти там приготував для мене? Quest complete. Він звідтіля вийшов. Я можу влізти? Ні, я не можу. Level 1 lock. Буду прокачувати ще, напевно, відмички і всякі ці всілякі штуки-дрюки. Коротше, оптимізація мене дивує. З тобою потрендіти треба, хоча можна теж. Чекай, це мені далеко кудись йти треба. Отак, мені далеко. Можна знайти якийсь телепорт? Ні, не дуже далеко, можна пробігтись. Тим паче, що тут таке красиве все, пороздивлятись, де вниз мені. Мені ще нижче. Незримі стіни, до речі, не можна перестрибнути цю. Як рибки у воді. Опа. Я б сюди додав можливості стрибати. Опа. Чом би і ні. Що гаряче? Ход. А, ух. Ух. Іга витворяє. А, ход, напевно, це ти так причому.
Leviosa.
П'ять. А, навіть так. Щось в мене не виходить підняти його в повітря. У мене одна ця вже літає там, геній. А кинути можеш? Я тільки підтягнути до себе. А він досі левіоситься. Ти його. Що за приколи? Пів. Ще не вистачало пожежу тут влаштувати.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
Як скажеш.
Hogwarts survives the reign of this headmaster. I think we should have a mooncalf in charge.
Зі мною говорив цей, та? Елемент прикраси. Я офігів.
Bit of snot on your nose. Thought you'd want to know.
Я казав, що я офігів, а тут їх два. Але говорить тільки один. Добренько, давайте на цьому будемо завершувати. Дякую всім, хто дивився. Побачимось в інших місцях інтернетів. Всім до зустрічі і пока-пока. Отак.
142 staircases, and this is where they put me.
Харизматичний вуйк. Пока.